Minute 10. We got there.
I'm Richard.
I'm Brian, and this is the I Love You 3000 Minutes podcast. The podcast where we traveled back in time to make our way 1 minute at a time to the present throughout the entire Infinity Saga. From Iron Man 1 to Spider-Man Far From Home. I know the intros are kind of different every time, but that's okay. I'm cool with this. Now we're in minute 10. And first off, before you give the summary, Richard, I want to say we all know that Iron Man was modeled off of Elon Musk. That's why Elon Musk is in Iron Man 2. And also Bond, to an extent. So I'm interested.
Elon Musk, I thought, was living in like a friend's apartment in 2008 or something.
I don't know. I don't know his timeline, but Iron Man was, from Jon Favreau's perspective, definitely inspired by Elon Musk. But that's not my point.
Okay.
My point is the Bond one, which this shot of her lying in bed. This is reminding me. I haven't seen the film, but I will be on another podcast. But the imagery of Goldfinger, the woman who was killed with gold in a bed.
Yep.
Does that remind you of that? It's kind of
Minorly.
golden. She kind of looks like she's lying in the same position.
Just a little bit. I don't think it was meant to look anything like that.
I wonder if it was. But, Richard, what happened in this minute?
They made the Beast with two backs. She's just lying there. She wakes up in a really swanky apartment. Nowadays,
Hillary swanky apartment?
No.
Call back! Look on video for Richard's reaction.
So, nowadays I have Google to tell me what the weather is like outside. Having an AI tell you that back in the day was super cutting edge.
I hear him say, "Okay, Google," quite regularly.
Yeah. And it probably knows all the deepest, darkest secrets of myself. So then, anyways, she wakes up, she's walking around, Tony's nowhere to be seen. She's like, look at this nice apartment. And she's just kind of checking it out. And pretty mellow minute.
Yeah, so I like when they roll off his laugh. His laugh. I just love it. It's a great place to cut. Maybe they got that idea or it was the actual laugh on the set. But great way to end it. And personally, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say I think that may have been a very vague Bond reference with how she's lying down. But she gets shocked awake by the lights coming up. She immediately does the classic PG-13 movie trope of put a sheet around from the very second you wake up.
Mm-hmm.
And this beautiful shot of the windows changing. We get a bunch of details. It's 7 and 7 seconds. 7 a.m. and 7 seconds in the morning. Based on, it's counting on seconds based on the screen. There's details there. XMCH4, XM channel 4, and the Dow. So he wakes up and he's got his stuff for the stock market, and we've got Jarvis, who's voiced by Paul Bettany, saying high tide will be at 10:52 a.m. So I guess Tony's a surfer. I never see that. And then it pulls out, there's even a keyboard on the screen. And let's see. That says updated. So I guess the iOS maybe has been updated.
You just said iOS.
It's OS updates himself? Or maybe it's just the information is updated. It's also got weather patterns for the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a little cloudy later.
Tony Stark also actually works for Apple. His iOS was updated.
Okay, Android. But then we get this beautiful shot of zoom to that big old mansion, and we get the title card.
I honestly didn't catch that as controlled transparency in the windows. He's too cool for shades. It's just like these windows can become black or totally clear.
Yeah, but then we get Malibu, California. He's already awake before 7 a.m. Which, my God, Jesus Christ, Tony, hey Tony, she's out in. Is that his shirt? That's his shirt.
Yep.
She's got underwear. Oh, yeah, because she doesn't know where her clothes are. But we get a big shot of his front room. Are these... Do you think these are rocks? those are rocks by the stairs? Yeah, they got rock formations. By the stairs.
I mean, they're
and
decorations.
it looks like an oven. This looks like it could be an oven.
Fireplace.
Yeah, like literally throw in a pizza. What? What's... Yeah, we got a big old lamp. A couple guitars in the corner.
Yeah.
More rocks. What are these paintings? This looks fractal.
Mm-hmm.
And, in the shot where she's saying Tony, hey Tony, and you see the guitars near kind of a desk and a rolling chair, there's a painting to the side that seems a little fractal, which is important for Doctor Strange later. You should look that up. Doctor Strange fractal or whatever. There's a lot of rocks in here. I never noticed that. I literally was going to ask, do you think those are beanbags? Before I zoomed in on the rocks on the chairs. But she's going around. We got a little waterfall. Some other pictures. Way too much reflection. I can't really see what's the art. But then she starts looking at this little knob on the wall. Getting a little bit of mischief. Biting her nail. And fun fact, that's CGI. The stuff that comes up on there later. But
Gotcha.
Yeah, so what do you think about this? What do you think about this
pretty mellow minute? Fills in his life a little bit more. This is where he lives and takes women back to. And he just left her there. He's like, I'm up already. Maybe I'll see you later.
So he's already awake before 7. Do you think he has this set for himself? Well, it's 7 o'clock and 7 seconds.
So he's
been awake.
Up, but I mean, on an ideal day, that stuff wakes him up at 7.
Gotcha. Yeah. We see his shirt. I'm going back to the beginning of the minute. We see his shirt. There was some champagne cooled on ice. The weather in Malibu is 70 degrees with scattered clouds, and we see that later in the wall that there will be clouds. The sun will go behind the clouds. We get some flowers. He has
Periscope.
Periscope? Is that what?
I think so. No, periscopes are from under, and you can view above. So let's just call it a telescope.
A telescope. And he's got like a little desk with some stuff. So it's interesting. He's got a nice little footrest by his chair. But yeah. Dow is 13,434 whatever. I don't know stocks.
Sounds about right.
What's this red thing? Just a little art installation in his walkabout. And he's got a pool.
Move it back. Let's see if we can get closer to it. Yeah, it looks like an art installation.
Maybe some lights.
There's a weird ball on it. There's a weird ball right there with an overhook thingy.
Yeah.
Because that's what rich people have.
Yeah. And he's got supports
by the sweet pool.
Yeah. He has supports for extensions that go out over it. We'll see that later in Iron Man 3.
It's a sweet pool. Don't get drunk and flop out over the cliff.
Yeah, just get drunk and shoot watermelons over a crowd of people with arc reactor repulsor rays. But yeah, that's all I got for this minute. How about you?
No, pretty mellow. Cool minute. Again, explained a little bit more of who he is and where he lives, and yeah.
And that was minute 10.
Yes. I'm Richard.
I'm Brian.
You've got an army.
We've got a podcast. We have a podcast. We have a podcast? We have a Hulk. That's I need to remember. We have a podcast. Bye!
I wait for you to mess it up every time. I'm like, he's gonna say Hulk. He's gonna say Hulk.
I left the audio recording just so I could leave that hear what he was gonna say. I've added this little stinger to the video to explain why there was audio over a black bar. Such hate. Such disrespect. I thought that would be a funny end, but it wasn't. Subscribe. Review on Apple Podcasts.
Trek Miller High Life.
Yeah.